What's going on YouTube? Run Good here, and today is our COMC Flip Challenge video for the month. If you have not followed along with this series, starting back in January, I took $1,000 store credit on Check Out My Cards, comc.com, 0 items for sale, and I've just been flipping cards that other people have sent to COMC, seeing exactly how much I can flip this year, how much I can build up a portfolio of cards on COMC, seeing how much store credit I can build up. We're now 8 months into this flip challenge, and I've been starting to ask myself some questions that up until this point I haven't really thought about, and kind of feeling a little complacency, and I'm really starting to feel bored with this challenge. I don't feel like I have anything left to prove, and I don't really know what the end game is here. And I knew this was going to come up towards the end of the year. I was really trying to figure out if we're going to extend this into year 2 and go through 2022, if I'm going to take all the cards that I've accumulated all year long and maybe ship them to myself and do something with them, or what the end game was. And I have no clue, and I don't feel like I have anything left to prove anymore. So if you've not followed this series, I've shown literally every single card that I've ever sold on COMC in 2021. I've talked about all the profit I've made. I've given away literally every tip on how I make money on Check Out My Cards. And the reason that I did this, the reason why I was inspired to do this, is because I read a book once by a poker player named Gus Hansen. And Gus Hansen was recording himself as he was playing a poker tournament. And he talked about every hand, and then so he had his notes. And then he wrote a book explaining his mindset, his thought process for every single hand of poker he played. And this is kind of like going behind the curtain. And he won the tournament, and he wrote this book, and it was just a fascinating read. And I always wanted to do one of these challenges over the course of a year where I set goals and benchmarks and rules for myself. And I started with a set amount of money. And here we are on September 1st, and I don't know what to do anymore with this challenge. There's nothing left for me to prove. All I can keep doing is running up the score. And maybe it's unfair because I worked at COMC for 8 years and busted my ass for them. And maybe it's unfair that I have all that knowledge and I can give this stuff away, and I don't think that anybody can apply it the way that I apply it, which is why I'm willing to just say it all and tell you guys how to make money on COMC. Yeah, I don't have anything to prove, and I'm frustrated with this company. I'm frustrated with the lack of innovation. I'm frustrated watching them lose a stake in the consignment world to Star Stock and whatnot, and literally all these other places that have come up where you can buy and sell trading cards. And COMC's just kind of been the same for like 9 years now. Every 4 years, maybe they add a cool feature. And I'm just waiting to be proved wrong. I'm waiting for them to drop a killer app or drop a new feature or drop something that's awesome that reinvigorates my passion into COMC. And I'm just not seeing it. I want to be proved wrong. I want them to launch an app I don't know about. I want them to launch eBay auction features and expand those. I want them to launch a trading platform. I want them to do something that I don't expect them to do, but all they've done throughout this pandemic is just try to get back to where they were in 2019. And I mean, I'm so frustrated with this company. I'm just frustrated at the lack of innovation. I'm frustrated at the waves of coming and going of buyers and sellers on this platform. Seeing growth and then kind of seeing it retreat and or backtrack a little bit, and I don't know what to make of COMC these days. And I know I'm going on a little bit of a tangent here, but start every month we get this stupid company update where it's Julia Gesh, the president of COMC, just kind of information from the deep state where everything's hunky-dory, and then you talk about COMC. I just had a conversation with them with somebody at Mill Creek Sports, and it was like, these are the voices that they need to hear. These are the customer experiences that they need to hear. I mean, you get information in this like, on the listing side, we grew our team of specialists by over 40%. I mean, okay, but did you add good specialists? The answer is no, you didn't, because you hire people through a staffing agency, and they hire specialists with no trading card knowledge necessary. Like, so this is just like, it is what it is, and it angers me to read it every month, and I feel like we're just going to get this dumb update every month that isn't accurate to COMC, and to the experience of customers. I just want to see COMC get better. That's all I want. I just want some innovation on this platform. And it's crazy that I can say that. I could just keep doing what I'm doing and make my thousands of dollars every month, and you should be happy, but like, I think about this stuff way too much. It stresses me out way too much. I should just use the site, and it is what it is, and it's never going to get better. And sellers will come, and buyers will come, and buyers will go, and sellers will go, and cards will come, and cards will go. Like, I should just be happy, and I'm just not. Like, I'm just not happy with COMC, and I just don't know what to do with this challenge. So I'm having a very, very serious thoughts of just severing the cord on January 1st once this flip challenge is concluded. Whatever this asking price number is, and whatever this store credit number is, that's the big win, because I started with $1,000, and maybe I'll ship all the cards back to myself and keep some of them, grade some. I don't know what to do. So let me know what you guys think. What I should do once this challenge concludes. But I'm really just thinking about hopping off and being done. Okay. On my tangent there, I know you guys who watch this don't care how long these videos are, because you're either fascinated by it or you just don't want to watch it. So I know these videos are super polarizing. I know I can get on my soapbox there for a little bit. Let's go ahead where we start off at the start of every month with this spreadsheet. So again, I say it every month, COMC does provide an ample amount of data for you to sift through and figure out what you need to figure out. This is where we start. Sold 177 cards, I think, for the month. Scrolling down here, 177 cards for the month. Paid COMC $243.68 in transaction fees and $58.59 in promotion fees. So for paying them $300 last month, I feel like I need to get on my soapbox, and I'm allowed to. And maybe I'm just talking to the people at COMC who do watch these videos. Total spent for the month on all of these cards, because again, if you're not familiar with the series, all that I do is flip other people's cards. I don't submit my own cards. I stopped doing that a long time ago. Total spent $2,829.21. Total sold $4,676.85. For a total profit for the month of August, $1,847.64. I'm not sure what we did last month. I feel like I was really happy this month with the ROI. 1,800 profit on 2,800 spent. I mean, that's some pretty good ROI. I know that for the month, I spent a lot of time just clearing out things that I bought earlier this year that have since had their market correct on them. So I took a lot of losses on cards, actually. So I think had I not run an aggressive sale towards the end of the month, that maybe this profit margin would be even higher. Sales total would have been lower, but overall, the margin would have been higher. And I think I'm just okay. Like I've said, I'm in it for the short flips. I'm not in it to play the long game right now, because I've been going into this flip challenge with the impression that it's kind of a game that ends on January 1st. And so for me, it's short game. If a card hasn't sold 3 months, I want nothing to do with it. Just give me my money back, or I'll take a loss and I'll put that money elsewhere, because I've obviously shown the ability to flip cards on the short term and, do well against the market, buy guys who are hot, buy cards that are undervalued. If a card just doesn't pan out, I just want to be done with it. I don't want to sit on it. One quick stat here on this page. So over in this column, we can see who bought our cards, this purchase buy column. And the one thing that we've been keeping track of is eBay. So it looks like from card number 53 down to card number 80 right here, 27 of the 177, which is a horrible clip in terms of eBay sales. So eBay sales really lagging behind. It might have something to do with the feedback rating, 98% positive over the last 12 months. Their negatives have gone down over the last 1 month. You can see over the last year, 7,000 negative feedback. Nowadays, most of the negative feedback is due to their lack of top loaders, which is, again, another reason maybe why I'm just looking at some of these. A lot of people do complain about the shipping, the price. $4.99 is a lot to ship these days. There is a postal increase going on soon for the holidays, but their lack of top loaders, I think, does hurt the overall amount of people buying from COMC. I think the damage has been done to their reputation in the hobby, which is another reason why I think that one of the reasons I got on my tangent earlier. Okay, so we don't stay on this spreadsheet page too long. we do go to the sales history page right here, and this shows us pictures of all the cards that I sold. And we're going to talk about most of them. I sold 200, so we're not going to have time to go through all the smaller flips. But I'm going to show you some of the bigger sales and some of the things that I sold. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to show you some of the cards that I currently have for sale, because I've been churning and burning. My portfolio does look very different from August 1st to September 1st. So one of my best sales, one of my biggest flips, and I showed this off on Twitter. This Tuukka Rask gold prism from 1213, 4 of 10. I bought it for $31.75 the minute that it got listed on COMC. 5 days later, I sold it for $351 for $320 profit. Huge margin right there. And I mean, I feel like most people who were like looking maybe at $25 box or whatever at a show probably would have bought a gold from 1213 without thinking about it. So I'd like to think that I just got lucky on this one. I did see some value here on this Mukoko from Finest, rookie to number to 299. I paid $168.75 for it on the 12th. I sold it on the same day for $281, taken by $113 profit. I finally sold one of the big Fortnite cards that I picked up. I sold the Peely, and I kind of liked this one, so I was a little sad about this. Paid $49 for it back in April. About 4 months later, I sold it for $281, and I sold it to Clay Cards, so I assume it's going to get graded. I'll have to keep a tab on Clay Cards on Instagram. This Donovan Mitchell, I saw some value here. This is in Emerald, numbered to 8. You watched our video. We pulled the Grant Riller out of our choice box. Paid $150, sold it for $245 in 6 days. I don't know who this player is. 2 of 10, Irving Lozano from Chronicles, Cornerstones Auto Gold. Paid $75, sold it for $209 on eBay in 1 day. I did look at comps, and it seemed low compared to his other autographs. Buster Posey, 125 up to 158 on a Dynasty. I love this set. These always sell well. Doesn't matter who the player is. Ronald Acuna Jr., 64.35 up to 154.55 in 4 days. Does not matter that he's injured. This is a Acuna rookie from Big League, number to 100. It's not a $50 card. It is a $150 card. Card I finally took a loss on. Bought it back in March. Took 5 months to take a $24 loss on this one. And that was a Christian Yelich. I had high expectations for Yelich going into the season. And he just doesn't have a market, and I knew that. And I love the look of this card, and I love this Bowman set, and just didn't pan out. $68 up to $90 on this Bryce Harper to 35. Again, another set I like. I won't buy a card unless I like the way it looks. And there's some cases, but I like the way this card looks. Orange Refractor PSA 10, 68 to 89. 83 to 87, I basically got my money back on this Trout, and I could have held on to it for longer. Just kind of wanted to be done with it. I did notice this little corner nick up here, or this little edge nick up here, so probably not going to be PSA 10. 35 to 80 on this Brian Edwards RPA. That's numbered to 25. 1 of 25. I do look for serial numbers. So profit there. Flexing some of my WWE knowledge. Shotzi Blackheart, one of the latest women in NXT, which is WWE's like minor league program. She doesn't have too many autos. $41 up to $82. Alex Caruso, 35 to 61, the newest member of the Chicago Bulls. Kyle Lewis, 38 to 56, a Diamond Icons upside down. I mean, there's your industry expertise right there. 10 of 10, upside down. 20 to 57, a Larry Walker Tiffany PSA 10. Jacob Eason, I bought a ton of Eason. You're going to see later in this video. 52 of 75, 29 to 56. Obviously on the news that he might get some time starting. 39 to 55 on a Mahomes second year. Easy money right here. I love the Crusades. $4.75 up to $52.24 on a LeBron Finals. These cards are just rare, hard to find. A lot of set builders. I don't feel good about this one. $42 up to $50 in 2 weeks. CeeDee Lamb to 10. I should have held on to it towards the season. I ran an aggressive sale at the end of the month just to try to build up some sales, just to kind of pad my stats, and forgot to maybe price that card a little higher. 30 to 50 on a Jim Kelly to 25 from National Treasures. People just forget that's a $3,500 box. That's the $3,500 box. Like, it's a Jim Kelly, like, I don't know. 25 to 45 on a Bobby Witt Jr. from Bowman's Heritage. Uh, 25 to 40 or 45 to 45 on a mint 9 Devontae Graham. I should have held on to that. I like him with Zion on the Pelicans now. Jake Eason again, 17 to 42. Just easy money on these Easons. His white is beautiful. Maybe should have held it. Marcus Allen, 25 to 40 bucks. Again, National Treasures, high end of high end. Chase Claypool, 29 to 38. Easy money, 11 days. Claypool, maybe I shouldn't be selling this football stuff so low. Here's a set that I really like, 2005 Finest. Donovan McNabb, number 1 of 25, so 1 of 1, eBay 101, 974 up to 37.76, $27 to 35 on a LeBron. I don't know, again, why I sold this one so low. Just clearing stuff out. Forgot about this one, got lost in the shuffle. Beautiful card, worth way more than 35 bucks to me. UEFA, again, Mokoko, I'm learning soccer, 19 to 35 in 3 days. Looking at some other things, I'm not seeing anything too crazy. Here's one, $5.85 up to $31.44 in 3 days. 2021 Spellbound Patrick Mahomes. A lot of people put together this Spellbound set. It spells out his name. You need multiple cards. Easy money, especially with that set that just came out. Looking at some of these other ones, I took a loss on this Rui, $15 loss. Crusade, obviously, not the most popular set. They printed a ton of that stuff, and I sat on it for 5 months, so it feels like a double loss having my money in that card. Another one, I just got lost in the shuffle, Boba Fett. I don't know why this guy's stuff has not taken off. I paid $46 back in May, and I sold it 3 months later for $28. But you make it back, kind of like on stuff like this. This Brian Edwards, $3 to $28. Looking for some other high ROI. Again, a lot of this stuff I was just clearing out. Alejandro Villanueva, American Heroes. A large segment of people, not just Steelers fans, love this dude. $4 to $24. Biggest loss I've ever taken on a card on COMC this year. Paid $60 in March. Sold it 5 months later for $23. This Hulk Hogan, horribly damaged. The Hulk Hogan craze, the non-sports craze, was in full effect at the start of this year, or the non-major sports in full effect, and this was a card that just became victim of a market that had corrected itself, so I don't want to sit on it anymore. 10 to 23 on a Dak Prescott, a lot of hype for Dak, and probably could have got more for it later on. 8 to 23 on a Roy Oswalt, I love that dude. Amazing pitcher, super fun to pitch with in the show. I don't even know who this dude is, but it's a gold from Merlin, numbered to 50, $5 to $22. 8 to 22 on a Noeve Marte. I know this dude, clearly. Not a first Bowman. I thought I was going to make a lot of money on this card. I bought it on COMC. It's a Dre Archer 1 of 1. I think he's out of the league now. I bought it on COMC for 40 bucks. I immediately submitted it to their auction service, and it sold for $23.50. So that one bit me in the butt. Keep it on rolling. Just a ton of stuff. Let's see if I can spot any crazy ones. $1.75 up to 21 on a Trey Jones from Fanatics Prism. Easy money. $4.75 up to $20 on an Allen Iverson. Keep it on going. $6 up to 17 on a Xavier Tillman. And again, most of these are pretty quick flips. $3.74 up to $17 on a Michael Pittman Jr. Again, should have just held on to it. I have high expectations for Pittman, and I think Indy is going to be a lot better than people think. Keep it on looking. I'm looking a lot of this. I'm just clearing it out. Made like $5 on Ben DiNucci. I made $1 on this Alex Rodriguez. Just kind of clearing stuff out. I'm not seeing anything too crazy down this list. $6 to 14 on Malik Monk, with the news of him going to the Lakers. Some of his stuff went up. $5 to $12 on a Sean Kemp. I already have one of these in the PC. $4 to $11 here on a Hoops Tribute Curry. Just an insert that's worth about $10, and I saw it on COMC and it looked low, so I'm like, sure, let's flip that. Coming over here again, taking some losses on stuff because I just, like I said, I wanted to clear out some of this old crap. So this Ben DiNucci I actually took a $4 loss on, but then I make it right back here on this $2 to $10 Russell Wilson Spellbound. I just talked about that set. So you can kind of see I don't mind taking losses when you make $7 on a Devin Vassell from Select. or when you make a few bucks here and a few bucks there. So my big thing is make $6 here. My big thing is as long as we win more than we lose, we're fine. Some gaudy ROIs on some cards, and yeah. So at the end of the year, I might actually make this list public for everybody to just see all these flips if I can. Justin Jefferson right here on the new Donruss Elite to 99, second year Jefferson, paid $1, sold for $5.70 in 9 days. Who likes to make 500% profit? I like to make 500% profit. Again, $5 here on a Mike Mussina. Like, I could have sold that card for way more, but caveat here, it went to somebody named Mussina Collector 35. So hey, glad I took my half pound of flesh or whatever you want to call it, and then the card went to a forever home. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay somebody's not trying to flip it and make more money. Come over here again, just a string of like $1 and $2 cards, going for a little bit more. The veterans from Prism, just people undervalue these. They don't think they're worth anything. They put them up for $2, and somebody else will buy them for $5. So you can always find value in things. $1.70, make $1 on a Kyra Lewis Jr. Like, you can always find value in cards. Paid 60 cents as Matt Chapman. There's an A's fan out there. Somebody's gonna like the look of this card. Topps doesn't make cards like this. It doesn't matter that it doesn't have logos. Somebody's gonna like this card and buy it for $2. So 60 cents is a stupid price for it. Okay, let's go ahead now. Let's look at some cards I have for sale in my portfolio at the moment. Scrolling up to the top, I still have the Kendrick Nunn. Again, he's now for the Lakers, also AD for the Lakers. So as the basketball season kicks up, hoping to sell those for big profit. I paid $100 for this Jordan Love National Treasures Collegiate. Maybe if he gets some playing time. That was before the Rodgers thing. So I might be in this card long term, but look at how sick this patch is. Number 10 from Collegiate National Treasure. So I paid so little money for this courtside D-Lo that it's not even funny. This Terrence Mann, I'm not into it for that much either. Again, I've been buying soccer, so I have a Pedri to 150 from UEFA Sapphire Chrome. I have another Mukoko. I might be in a little over my head on this one. I might be a little high, but damn, that's a beautiful looking card. So maybe I'll just keep it. Tatum, I still have that one. I'm trying to see what's new. I think I'm going to make some solid profit right here on this on-card Donovan McNabb from 99 Bowman. Just a card I really like the look of. Thought it was undervalued. Bought it. Considering sending this Klay Thompson number to 42 Pink Pulsar. Considering sending it over to eBay auction at some point. I still have my Cuddle Team leader. I bought a bunch of Jacob Eason that you're going to see. I also have this very cool CeeDee Lamb Next Era, and this is going to be a Nebula numbered to 2, 1 of 2. That'll sell as soon as the Cowboys get on the field. Steph Curry die cut from Select. You guys know I do well on Curry stuff. I also bought this Gold Standard to 79, older 14-15. Licensed to Dominate. Halliburton, just a great insert set. James Robinson, once the news of Travis Etienne broke, I went ahead and bought some Robinsons, so I have that Prism Black. I think I'm going to make great profit on it. I paid like almost nothing for this Dennis Schroeder. It's Schroeder, so he's not amazing. He turned down that contract like an idiot. But it is a 10 of 10 auto rookie, impact rookie. Let's see, I paid $28 for this. Come on, $28 for a Schroeder rookie. Somebody will hit that buy it now during the season. I've got this Jay-Z. I've got this Eason to 15 from Spectra. More like rarer Curries. Another Eason right there. LaVisca 1 of 1. So the first touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence to LaVisca Chenault on week 1 of the NFL, or maybe week 2 of the NFL. I feel like that card's going to go. Let's see what I paid for that. So I'm asking $93 for it. I paid $47. Coming down here, I love this. So if I never sell this Bryce, I'm totally cool with it. I want the gold refractor. If you know where the gold refractor is, I will pay you a finder's fee. I want one. Sean Taylor, my dude. I love Sean Taylor. Rest in peace. But this to 35, if I never sell that card, I'll just put it in my PC. Mason Greenwood to 25. I think I paid some ridiculous amount for this card. $37.50. This is a Mason Greenwood 11 of 25. So I'm learning my soccer. Kobe All Heart, I still have this one. This Mahomes right here, this card's gonna sell week 1. This is a neon green Pulsar from Prism. Phillip Rivers to 25. Juan Soto to 70 from 2021 Topps. Starting to buy into some Select, so I have a club level Herbert. Just added a bunch of different stuff this year. Another Eason right there. That is a longevity. Cole Kmet. Another courtside. A Frank Jackson. A Luca high voltage. There's my dude Poku. So if I don't sell that, I'll just keep it. We can go through a little bit more of this. I realize this video is getting a bit long. Grant Riller, there's our dude number to 15, another Poku. So you can see I've done a lot of work, a lot of buying lately in my COMC. Just buying and selling, that's what I do. Might lose some money on this Trevor Lawrence, although I am the lowest on it. This is from Chronicles Draft. Beautiful looking card. His pro uniform cards are just starting to roll out. I think there's a handful of them on COMC, but come week 1, he is not going to have too many cards on COMC, and this looks like a card that I think somebody will spend $30 on. Coming down here, just some more stuff, some more Eason, some more filthy patches. I picked up this Lesnar. I really like the look of it. As you can see, my strategy on COMC is very simple. I just want rare cards that nobody else has. I like my gold refractors. I like my corner cases, like Flair Showcase Diamond Cuts. I like cards that nobody else has, so I have no competition. I can just price them and leave them at that. I don't have to worry about what other people are pricing them at. And then, of course, I just buy cards that I like, So if I get stuck with Haley Deegan from Chronicles, whatever, I like it. It doesn't matter to me. We've already won the COMC challenge. So if these cards all just ended up in a box in my office, I don't care. Chronicles Mosaic Mike Trout. Sure. Ship this card back. Oh, cool. Of course, COMC is going to have web server trouble because 10 years in and we still can't load a web page at 11:03 at night. That's COMC for you. That's why I rant at the start of these videos. Because I click into a card and it won't load because COMC can't keep a website up 99.5% of the time when everybody else is at 99.8. Alejandro Villanueva, Alex Caruso, just stuff that I bought. There you go. There you go. You get in there. Neymar, and I don't think we can even click into the next page. That's what's funny. So I've shown you guys plenty of what I have. There's a link in the description if you want to see the rest of my collection and what I have. There's a link in the description. You can just browse my portfolio. If you see something you want in my COMC account, just let me know. I'll probably work with you on it. Bad side is COMC is going to take forever to ship it unless you choose a rush service. But yeah, this is the COMC update. Just starting to get a little complacent over here on COMC, starting to get bored. Still frustrated with how COMC is, how they're managed. I'm just kind of done with it. So I'm gonna keep doing the challenge through the end of the year. I'm committed to running up this score to some stupid number. Obviously, as you can see, $23,100 asking price. Again, that's high. Take 30% off that. So what's that? Take $6,000 off it. Take $7,000 off it. You have a true asking price of $16,000, $16,000. If somebody wants this port for $12,000, email me. I'll gladly do that for $12,000. If you want to buy it all for $12,000, done. 3,600 store credit. Apparently, I value my port at $12,000, so we ran it up to $15,500 in 8 months. So if we go take another 1/3 of that, we're gonna have 15. We're gonna end somewhere about $22,000 profit on a $1,000 initial investment. We'll see if I can run it up anymore. Maybe we'll shoot for 30 now that we know that 22.5 is the expected, or we'll shoot for 25. Doesn't matter. If you enjoyed this content and you're new here, and you're probably not because it is a very select few who watch these and absolutely love them, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, we'll get back to doing something normal tomorrow like a rip, and I'll stop talking about all my frustrations and airing my grievances with COMC. That is going to do it for today. Take care, stay safe, sell me some cards on COMC because I'm a buyer. And we'll catch you next time on Down the Road.